Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, and to the first part of this set. In this video I'm going to show you how to make the top part of this bikini cover up or blouse, and in the next video, next Wednesday, I'll be showing you how to do the lower part. It's very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you'll find the English version. And to make this summer blouse, I'm gonna use this yarn that I have here. I bought these ones a long time ago on eBay from China. They are a blend of bamboo and cotton, and they are 50 grams. They are white, and everything is in Mandarin or Chinese, and it's like a fine 2. The crochet hook that I'm gonna use is a 3mm. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. We're gonna make 2 pieces like this, and we're gonna attach them on the shoulder. This will be a medium size, and I did for one of the pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares, and each square have 3 round. And you see, I already attached the strap to this one. And when we attach the front to the back, we'll do with a chain in between of them under the arm, and then we'll work the lower part in the round. I already made these 3 square for this part like that for the second one. So now I'm going to show you how to do the square. You'll do one, the entire square, and then to that one you attach the rest. For example, I did this one first and then attach this one and then this one. Now I'm going to make another one to attach to that one. After that, and then you and each first one and last, you will attach the one for so I'm going to start with a slip knot and a chain of 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to go to the first chain and you're going to do a slip stitch. You're going to chain 3, and you're going to do a double crochet that you don't going to finish. You have 2 loops, another double crochet that you don't going to finish. You have 3 loops, and you're going to pass your yarn through, and you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over. You're going to do the same. A double crochet that you don't want to finish. You have 2 loops, yarn over, another double crochet that you don't want to finish. You have 3 loops, and yarn over, another double crochet, and you have 4 loops. You're going to pass your yarn through, and you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is the repetition that you're going to do over and over until you have 12 of these groups. That's what I have here. 12 of those groups with a chain 5 in between. You have 1 loop in your hook, yarn over. You're gonna do a double crochet that you don't gonna finish. You have 2, yarn over, a double crochet that you don't gonna finish. You have 3, yarn over, another double crochet, and you have 4 loops on your hook. You pass your yarn through, and you chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like that, you're going to continue until you have 12 of this group. When you do the last one, I will meet you here because we're going to finish only with a chain 2 to close our first Each time you do one of these group, you have to push and push them back. That way you make a space for the next one. Remember, it's 12 of them that you have to fit in a chain of 6. So I have 11. I have to do one more and then close our first round. Once you do the last one, you will chain 2. You're going to do a yarn over and you're going to come here. I like to pass my hook inside those loops, those 3 loops, and I will do a double crochet. And here you are in the center of the chain space. Now for round 2, you'll chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go to this chain space and you do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go to the chain space, the next chain space, and do a single crochet. And like that is how you're gonna do round 2. I will meet you here at the end in the last chain 5 space to close round 2 and do the last round. Like you see, it's very easy to do. I'm at the last space in between these two where you start. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're gonna come here and tap at that double crochet that you did, and I always like to pass through that chain and the double crochet like this, and you're gonna do a slip stitch and you finish that round. You're gonna do in that chain space 1, 2 slip stitch, and you're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna do 2 double crochet that you don't want to finish in that space. 1 and 2, and the chain 3 counts as the first one, so you will have 3. You're gonna do a slip stitch and you're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the same space you're gonna do again 3 double crochet that you don't want to finish. We are creating the first corner, so you're gonna do a double crochet that you don't want to finish. That's 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna do slip stitch through those 4 loops. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go to the first chain 5 space, do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go to the next space and you're gonna do a single crochet. Now you're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're gonna create another corner in this chain 5 space. So yarn over, you're gonna do 3 double crochet that you're gonna finish. That's 1, 2, and 3. You have 4 loops. You're gonna slip stitch through those 4 loops. You're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in the same space you're gonna do again your 3 double crochet that you don't want to finish. That's 1, 2, and 3. A slip stitch, and like that you have your second. Now you'll chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet in the chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single crochet in the next chain space, and you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, and we're going to make corner number 3. So you're going to do 3 double crochet that you don't want to finish. 1, 2, and 3 slip stitch, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Again in the same space, 3 double crochet that you're not gonna finish. 1 2 and 3 slip stitch through those 4 loops. 1 2 3 4 and 5, single crochet in the next chain space. 1 2 3 4 and 5, single crochet in the next space. 1 2 3 4 and 5, and we're gonna work in corner number 4 exactly the same. Double crochet 1 2 and 3, a slip stitch, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5, a slip stitch in the space, slip stitch, sorry, no, 3 double crochet, 2 and 3. Now is when you need to do the slip stitch, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5, single crochet in the chain space. 1 2 3 4 and 5, single crochet in the next chain space and chain 5. 1 2 3 4 and 5, and you're gonna do slip stitch and tap at this group of 3. Like I mentioned before, I like to pass my hook through those 3 loops and do the slip stitch, and you'll chain 1, cut the yarn, and in the first one you can lose the tail because the first one is fine, because the other one is if you are going to increase more squares. So once you finish the first one, you're gonna work in the second one, because you're gonna attach the second one to this first one. So when you work in 2 at the corner and you start working in the third one, I will meet you here to attach the third one and the fourth to the first square. That will be like this. I put this one here. This is the one like this. So, and here I'm gonna attach the square. So let's pretend that's the first one. So in any of the 4 corners you're gonna start, but once you have 2 together, you have to work on a straight line. So I'm gonna come to this one and I'm gonna attach this one. So I did my 2 complete corner. Working in the third one, I did my first group of 3. Now I'm gonna chain 2, 1 and 2. I'm gonna come to this corner, make sure that the first square is right side up, and you're gonna come to the corners of chain 5 space, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, and you're gonna finish this corner and this one. So 3 double crochet, 1 2 and 3. You're gonna close those 4 loops. Now you're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2. You're gonna come here to the next chain 5 space from this square, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2. You're gonna come to the next chain 5 space of the square that you're working, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2. You're gonna come to this one, the chain 5 space in between the corners, you know, this one, the fold, chain 5 space. You're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2. You're gonna come to the chain 5 space from the square you're working, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2. You're gonna go to the other square and this chain space in between corners, you see, and this one here, and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna come to the chain 5 space, and you're gonna do your first half of your corner. So you're gonna do 3 double crochet that you don't wanna finish. That's 2 and 3. You're gonna do slip stitch, chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're gonna go to the chain 5 space of the corner, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, and it will look like this. You see, that's how it look. So you have corner to corner, and you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 space counting each corner. You see, in 4 space you're gonna attach them. And now you're gonna finish this corner. 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna close, and then now you're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're gonna do a single crochet, and here chain 5, a single crochet, chain 5, and a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, and then you will attach the other 2 exactly the same, but in a straight line like this. Once you have your 4 square like this, I will meet you here to start with the straps. Once you have your 4 square like this, you're gonna work in 1, and when you're working again on the 3rd corner, you will attach from here to this one here. You will finish that square. You're gonna do another one, and I will attach in here too, and then you're gonna come to the other side, and you will do the same, attach 1 square from here to this corner, and then another one in here. Okay, so that's what I did in this one, like a U. I attached this one to that corner, and then this one to that one, and then this one to this one, this one to that one. You have to do one completely like this, and then when you're working in the next one like me, once I attach 1 on each side, when I'm working in the second one, I will attach the second one to this one that I'm working, and to this one that is already finished. That way we can close this, you see, like that. So I'm gonna work in one of the square to attach to this one first. Before we put the shoulder square together, I wanted to explain you that in the video I'm showing you that I have 4 square for each shoulder strap, but I realized later that it was too big. Almost when the blouse was done, or the top was done, I realized it was too long for a small size or a medium size. I'm a size medium now, so it was too big, and I have to remove squares, and 1 square on each side. But since I already had lost the tails and everything, I have to remove 2 and attach another one on each side, just 3. But if you are a size large with 4, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, it will be perfect for you guys. So at the end, almost of the video, I explained and I show you how I removed those extra square that I had in my piece. Now I'm gonna start in here. So you're gonna chain 2. I'm working on the 3rd corner, and exactly where you have your single crochet in here, in between these 2 corners, you're gonna do your single crochet. So you're gonna come here inside the single crochet, you're gonna do your single crochet, you're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and you're gonna do this corner, 2 and 3, slip stitch and 2, and you're gonna do a single crochet in this chain 5 space. So it's exactly the same way that you attach these other 3 to the first one. You're gonna continue doing that with this one and that one, just here in the corner that you do the single crochet inside the single crochet. So you're gonna finish here in the last corner, you're gonna finish the square, do slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn. If you would like, you can lose that tail because that's the first one attached to that one, but if you're making changes, you better leave the tails, and once you have your complete color, you will try it on to see if that's the right size for you. So I'm gonna finish with this one, and I'm gonna attach the next one to this one here, and then when it's time to attach the last 2 from this piece to the other one, I will meet you here to show you how you're gonna do that. So I already placed the second one here, so this shoulder is complete. I did that in Spanish. Now I'm gonna show you in this one to close the neck part. So I'm gonna start in the first corner because you have to attach 4 corners, 2 in this one and the other 2 in the next one. So make sure that your pieces are right sides facing up, and when you start with these 2, you start in the inside, and when you're doing these 2, you start in the one from the outside. Either way, even if you flip around, it's the same. So after you do half of the first corner, you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna go to this corner and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 2, yarn over, and I go in the same space and finish that corner. 3 double crochet that I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna close them. Chain 2, I'm gonna come here to the chain 5 space, and I'm gonna do single crochet, chain 2, and this one I'm gonna chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 2, and the 5 chain space in between corner and the center, single crochet, chain 2, and this chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 2, and the next chain 5 space in between here, you see this one, single crochet, chain 2, yarn over, and you're gonna create the second corner. So you're gonna do your 3 double crochet that you're not gonna finish. You're gonna slip, chain 2, and you're gonna do a single crochet in the center of the second corner, chain 2, yarn over, and you're gonna finish the second one in this one. 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna close those 3, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now you have to move this around in order to work in this corner and here. So now you're gonna yarn over and do the third corner. Your 3 double crochet that you're not gonna finish. You're gonna slip, chain 2, 1 and 2, and you're gonna go in this one and this corner, and you're gonna do your single crochet, chain 2, you're gonna finish this corner. I finished the double crochet. I wasn't thinking. chain 2, go to the next chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in this chain 5 space, chain 2, go to the center, this center 5 chains, and do a single crochet, chain 2, come to this one, single crochet, and chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, yarn over, and we're going to work on the last corner. So you're going to do your 3 double crochet that you're going to finish, 2 and 3, you're going to close those 3, chain 2, go to the center of that corner, single crochet, chain 2, and now we're going to finish that 4th corner, 1, 2 and 3, close, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, single crochet in the chain 5 space, and you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you're going to do the slip stitch in the first half of that corner. Slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn and pass it through, and like that you will do the other side, and you will have your piece like this. Remember, if you're making this bigger, you do 2 on each side, and then the third one you attach in the center of both, and then that will be with a little half of the squares in here, and this will be longer. So finish that part. I will lose all the tails, and then I will meet you here to continue with the blouse, closing the side, and do the blouse or a dress, depending what you want to do. Once you finish, it will look like this. So now we're gonna do some chains in between the front and back to close the arm space, and the same for the other side, and create the round for the piece. Now, depend of the stitch that you want to do for the lower part, you have to make sure that you have the multiple, and the space in here you have to make sure that it's big enough for your arm, but not too big. I did a chain of 10 on each side. I tried it on and it was too big for me. So the stitch that I may do is multiple of 10. So I did 5 chains on each side. I tried on and it was perfect, because with the 10 chains it was too big. This part, you know, it started to fall off. So that is something that you have to do for yours, depend of your size. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna right size up from this corner to this one. I already have a little piece of yarn here. That's the one that I used before to try. So I'm gonna do slip knot. I always start with a slip knot because this will secure really well your work. And you're gonna pass that loop. You're gonna count 1, 2, and the third chain you're gonna pass that loop. And when you do that, your work is very secure. Now you're gonna chain 5. Well, I'm gonna change 5 for mine, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna come to the next square. I'm gonna count 1, 2, and then the third one I'm gonna do a slip, and I'm gonna pass it to the inside. That way I can lose it later. like that. It will be like that for your arm. Now I'm gonna do the same on the other side, but this time I'm gonna use the one that is attached to the ball of yarn. That way I can continue with this one. So it depends on the stitch that you want to do for the lower part. You can do any stitch that you like. Any stitch you used before. I said that the one I'm gonna use is multiple 10, but maybe I do something else. It depends when I start working. So again, a slip knot to create a loop, and you go to the center chain, that's the third chain, and you pass that loop, and now again you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to come to the center here and do your slip stitch, and like that you are ready to work the lower part. Once you finish with the slip stitch, you're going to do a single crochet in that space of that corner, and you're going to chain 2, and that will be the first double crochet of 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3 double crochet. So and here you will do whatever stitch you love the most. For example, this stitch that I'm doing for the lower part I did before, like 5 years ago, in 2 blouses, in a summer blouse, Yarixa, and a crop top. It's a very easy 2-row repetition. So that's the stitch that I'm gonna do for this one. So I'm gonna chain 2, and in that same space I'm gonna do 3 double crochet like this. You're gonna chain 3, and the first chain 5 space, and here you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 3, yarn over, and the center space of this 5 chain at that square, you see in the center one, you're gonna do again 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet, and this is the stitch that we're gonna do over and over like this. In this first row, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You go to the chain 5 space, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, and now you're gonna do the stitch of the double crochet in the center here, in between each square where you have that single crochet. You're gonna do 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet like this. Chain 3, you go to the chain 5 space in here, and you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, again in the center of that chain 5 space in the next square. You're gonna do 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. Chain 3, and this chain 5 space single crochet, chain 3, and again in between these 2 corners and the single crochet you're gonna do the stitch again. It's the fan stitch or the shell stitch. And like that you're gonna continue working, because you see, if you're doing exactly the same size of mine, the square, you start with that here, and then you have one in the center of the square and one in between, one in the center, one in between, and like that you're gonna continue working. And I will work off camera until I get to this last square at the front or back before the opening or the seam for under the arm. And then when I get here, I will show you what you're gonna do here and how to continue. So once you do that space, you'll be ready to work under the arm like this. And you see, we don't have a single crochet in between these two corners, so we have to do or stitch a little bit different here. So once you do the one in the center, again you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you will do your single crochet in the chain space there. And you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and in these spaces you will do the stitch in the single crochet, but since we don't have that, you're gonna do the stitch in this corner, and like that is exactly the same as you finish this side of the piece. You end it up like that, exactly the same way. And again, 3 double crochet. So you see, I finish in that corner like that, and in this corner I start exactly the same. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and making sure that this is right, that I'm working in the front, not under the arm. You're gonna count 1, 2, and in the third chain you're gonna do your single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and in the corner again at the next side you're gonna work the stitch. You're gonna chain 2, and in the same space again you're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and you are exactly at the same space where you start in the other side. So you will chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, work your single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and chain 3, and you work the stitch in the center, and like that you will continue in here until the end of this part. That can be the front or back because both are the same. At the end, I'm gonna chain 3, I'm gonna count 1, 2, and in the third one, that is the center one, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, in the top of the third chain, a slip stitch. And like that you finish row 1, and the same way you start in this side, you finish in this one. Now we're gonna work the same way that you finish here with a slip stitch. You're gonna finish every single round, and you're gonna start every single round the same. You're gonna do a slip stitch until you get to the center of these 2 chain space. So you're gonna do a slip stitch and the double crochet, another slip stitch in the next double crochet, and a slip stitch in the center of those chain 2 space. You're gonna chain 3, and that counts as the first double crochet of 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochet in the same space. So I decided to change a little bit the stitch design because this yarn that I'm using is a very soft yarn, and it tends to make a little bit of waves in the design of the stitch. So I had already done like a piece like that and recorded, and when I tried it on I saw those waves, and then I decided to frog all that, leave round 1 and change the design in the round 2 of the stitch. That way it will be more straight. So I'm gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but still a 2 round repetition, and this one is even easier than what it's supposed to be. And you're gonna do the stitch again, 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space. And that's the repetition that you're gonna do in round 2. So it's very easy. You're gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over, you go to the chain 2 space, and you're gonna go inside and do 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. And like that is what you're gonna do in round 2. Very easy, like this. Inside this chain 2 space you will do the stitch, and you're gonna do in between 5 chains. Again, you will chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yarn over, and the chain 2 space you're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. And 3, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again in the chain 2 space you'll do the same, and like that you're gonna continue round 2. And 3 more double crochet. So like that you're gonna continue in this round, and this is what I have left of the first 50-gram ball of yarn. So I have more of these ones. I have 2 more here, plus I have more, and I will let you know how many in total I will use of these 50 grams. You're gonna finish with a slip stitch on the 3rd chain like we did the other 2 rounds, and again you're gonna do a slip stitch until you get to the chain 2 space. That is. You're gonna chain 3, and you're gonna do your 3 double crochet, so that chain 3 space is the first one, 2, and 3. You're gonna chain 2. Again, you're gonna do your 3 double crochet in the same chain 2 space. You see, it's always these stay the same. The only thing that it change is in the chain spaces here. Then now you will chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you will count 1, 2, and in the 3rd chain, right in the center, through the chain, you're gonna do a single crochet. 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, and the stitch in here. You see, it's a very easy stitch to do. So you're going to work those repetitions. Either you want to do a crop top, a regular blouse with a regular length, or a dress, or a bikini cover-up. And you want a bikini cover-up, you can do a short bikini cover-up, or you can do open in both sides of the piece. So again, 1, 2, and 3. You count 1, 2, and the third one is right in the center. 1, 2, and 3, and you do the stitch again. 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet, and the same space. Like this. And again, you will finish here with a slip stitch. Again, you're going to chain 3. And in the center, I like to do it through the chain space. That way, the stitch is not moving from this place. Because if you do a single crochet inside the chain, the whole thing, it will move your stitch around. And that way it's secure. So you're going to continue with this all the way around. Two and 3 double crochet. I'm gonna finish with 1, 2, and 3 chains. 1, 2, a single crochet in the center. 1, 2, and 3, and the slip stitch and the third chain. You're gonna slip to the center, chain 2 space, and now you're gonna do the repetition of row 2. You're gonna chain 3, 2 more double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're gonna do the stitch and here again. And like that is the 2 round repetition that you're gonna do over and over until you have the desired length. I'm gonna work for a few more rounds, and I will show you how the stitch is coming. And you're gonna work until you decide what you want to make with yours. And you will finish with a repetition of row 1, like this. So I will work for quite a few rounds, and then I will show you the stitch, and then after that I will work for some more, and then I will explain if you want to do this a bikini cover up open on both sides, how you're gonna do it. If you want just opening one side, I will show you that. Even you can do a long dress opening one side if you like to do that as well, but I will show you how that option. Okay. I finished here. I did the slip stitch. I'm gonna cut the yarn and lose the tail, and I will count the rounds that I did for mine. So, from what you can see, we have a shorter shoulder, and what happened is that I'm so used to make my crochet clothes or netted clothes for a size large that I thought that with 4 it will be fine, but it's too big. So I cut 2 of the squares and I just did a new one and I put it on the top, and I left 3 square for the shoulder. What happened is I used to be size large, and I used to wear a size 13 pants, so quite big. Now I'm a size medium using a size 6. So it's a big drastic change in size. And then, last year in the summer was when I started exercising. So in less than a year I lost like 33 pounds exercising a lot. No diet, just eating healthy, exercising. Today, for example, I ran 5.5 kilometers and I walked 3 on the way back. So under an hour and a half. So I'm exercising a lot, feeling great. So I have to get used to make my stuff smaller for a size medium. So now I'm going to show you how you're going to do this. I know I'm going to waste 2 squares, but at the end of the day, it's better that it fit perfect, okay? So I will remove 2 and I will make a new one. That's what I did for this one. I wanted to mention as well, if you're a size large, this will fit, no problem, because I can wear this if I have to with 4, but I find that it's a little bit too open in the arm and this is too low, especially in the back, and you just have to change to a smaller size this part if you are a small or a medium. With 3 like this, it will be perfect because I tried on already and I like this, the way it feels comfortable. It's not like this will fall off from my shoulder, but you have that loose feeling, you know. That's why I decided to remove those squares. At the beginning, before I do this, probably I already left a clip where I said that I put 3 for small and medium and 4 for large. So I just doing this just in case, this part that I'm going to show you. So you have to make sure that when you're going to do this, you are careful not to cut the first one here and the first one in the back. The first one for the strap. Not this one here, because this one is the one that do the main piece for the blouse. So it's this one's here. This one in the front, number 1. Number 1 for the back, and then you're going to remove number 2 in here and number 2 on the other side, these 2. So you have to be very careful not to cut these ones. I removed the 2 and it's no damage, it's perfect now. Now I'm gonna make another square and I will attach it here in between these 2. When I did the other one, I tried to save one of these 2 when I work on this one, but I couldn't find the end of the tail, so I decided to make some new one and throw that ones in the garbage. this is the length that I gave to mine. It's not a long top, but if I put a pair of pants, a pair of jeans, and in the waist where the belt go, this will be that length. But since I want this for a bikini cover-up, for a set with a little skirt, I only did this length. But if you want a regular blouse, you can do longer, or you want a dress, you continue working longer. Or if you want one piece bikini cover-up, you can do it longer. You can leave them open on the side. So if you want to open on the side, I want to explain that just in case. You have to finish where the chain 5 space is, and then you'll cut the yarn, and you'll come to the chain, the center chain, the third, where you have that single crochet here, where the single crochet go. You'll go there with a slip knot, and you chain 3 plus 2, and then for separation, that way it will be nice and straight. And you go to the space and you do the stitch, and you continue with the stitch. That is, it will be this one here, the chain 3 single crochet and chain 3 single crochet, until you get to this one. You see, this one is the one straight from the side, and when you finish in here, you will do the stitch, and then you will chain 2, and you will finish in the center chain with the double crochet. You will chain 3 plus 2, that way it will be nice and straight, and then you will do the stitch in here, and you will go back and forth until you have the desired length, and then you go in the other side, and in the same space where you did that chain or double crochet, you will do the next one for the other side, and you will work back and forth. That if you want a 2-piece bikini cover up, a 1-piece, sorry, I'm gonna do a 2-piece for mine. So I'm gonna count the amount of round that I did for my length. So I'm gonna count them as group, as one, but it's a 2-row group. So I don't want to count the first one because that was just a single one there. I will add that one after. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 and 11 is 22 row, plus the first one here will be 23 row that I did for the length of mine. So I'm going to put it on in the mannequin, and I will show you the end result of this. And for next week, I will be showing you how to do the bottom part. That will be with granny square and this stitch. So I just wanted to do a 2-piece because last week I did a 1-piece bikini cover up. But I absolutely love for this piece, with that length, I use 2 balls of 50 grams each. Well, this is the end result, and I absolutely love the top of this set. You can use it like a bikini cover up or just a blouse. Here I have a spaghetti strap top inside, and it looks like this. And the length is exactly at the top of my pants. So you can do it longer, you can leave it like this, you can do it shorter, it's up to you. But I absolutely love it. You can use it as a blouse or a bikini cover up. So I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber and you make this piece and you want to send me some picture. You can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. And this first part, we did the top. And in the next one, we're gonna do the bottom part. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.